Shalom and welcome to Branch of Israel. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from God's beautiful country, Israel. Years ago, before we moved to Israel, we used to have a home group that would meet in our house every Friday night. Each week, the presence of the Lord was always different but strong. What do I mean by that? We never wanted to interfere with what He would want to do in each meeting. Jesus was the one in control, not myself or anyone else. Through it, we learned one thing, and that was always to make sure to change the atmosphere around us. We kept worship music going 24/7 because we wanted to emulate heaven on earth. How do I know that? Every testimony I have ever heard about people who visited heaven all say the same thing, the music, because the entire atmosphere is all about Him. According to Acts 17:28a, for in Him we live and move and have our being. If He is in us, then we have all that we need, especially according to 1 John 2:27. And as for you, the anointing you received from Him remains in you, and you do not need anyone to teach you. But just as His true and genuine anointing teaches you about all things, so remain in Him as you have been taught. There you go. We have all we need right there. His presence and anointing and no one else, including me, to teach us. Man is guaranteed to miss it, intentionally or unintentionally, and make you think something when it is not true. So where in the Old Covenant does it mention walking in Him? I want us to look at Psalm 15:1. O Lord, who may abide in your tent, who may dwell on your holy hill? Let us look at the word abide and see what is really being said there. According to Webster's Dictionary of 1828, and I will only list a few of them, to rest or dwell, to stay for a short while, to wait for, or to be prepared for. This is pretty much what the word means because it is a short stay in the Lord's tent, not a long one. The Hebrew word used here means to sojourn, as in a temporary place to stay, just like the disciples did when they traveled out 2 by 2. Also, think of it this way. The Lord had the Israelites move the tent from place to place, as they would abide with Him wherever He took them, in the same way as our walk today. We abide in Him wherever we go, and if we are walking according to 1 John 2, then He will guide, lead, and direct us in the paths we should walk in. Another term from Psalm 15 means afraid. When a stranger would sojourn into a new town, people would be afraid because they do not know him. Is he for us or against us? The same thing happened when the Israelites were traveling to other towns. They would have heard of what the Lord had done for the Israelites and were afraid of them. So why were our meetings on Friday nights deep with God? Because everyone had sojourned together with one agenda, to be with God and spend time with Him. Are you spending time with Him? Are you abiding in His presence? For more teachings and information, visit branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel, and thank you so much for listening. Goodbye, or see you again.